If you join for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you will please remain standing, remember those that have given their lives to this nation. We also remember Rusty Malice, who just recently passed away. Thank you. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Public comment on agenda items. Liaison reports. Fire.
Chief Suarez is with us tonight, but he's provided a report that says the Highland Falls Fire Department will be sending 3 new members to Firefighter 1 class starting this week. This course runs for a total of 91 hours, and when completed on November 19th, the firefighters will have been introduced to firefighting concepts, practices, and techniques necessary for success within the fire service. Additionally, repairs for engine 429 are moving along at a very nice and rapid pace. The new engine block is already in 429, and Ruscon, who is doing the work, is reinstalling all the pieces they needed to remove to get the vehicle back on the road. We anticipate 1 more week of work, which is about half the time that was originally estimated. Their hard work and dedication is much appreciated. The department continues on inspecting homes for proper installation of smoke detectors. If your home does not have smoke detectors, if you think your home needs more, or if your detectors are more than 10 years old, you can go to the fire department website, which is www.hffd.net. At that site, you can request the department come and inspect your home and install the correct number of new detectors. There is absolutely no charge for this. The detectors come with a 10-year battery that will last the lifetime of the detector, thus never needing to replace a battery, which is an incredible service. The only thing I would add is that the carnival, in spite of some really horrible weather, was enjoyed by a great many people, and the members of the fire company who put it together did an outstanding job. Steve, unless there's something else, I think that's it.
Thank you. Police.
I was not provided with a written report, I have to be honest. All right, we had a total of 1,313 calls, with 15 misdemeanor arrests, three arrests for violations and 1 for a felony, a total of 19. There were 31 meter tickets issued and 71 traffic for a total of 102. And the meters, there were $75 in fines and $985 in village tickets for a total of $1,060.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Go ahead.
This is probably putting you on the spot, but do you know how many of the arrests, either misdemeanors or felonies, were drug-related?
I do not know. Okay, I guess we could do the breakdown if you'd like. We can find out in the future.
Well, it is frequently asked, how often are people getting arrested for drug-related incidents? So I think for the board, it would be good to be able to respond to
I
that.
will forward that to the chief.
Mayor's report. School is open tomorrow. We are asking everyone in the community to please realize that fact. Be very careful, be aware of all the children on the street. And good luck on a new school year. Also this week, we have the 9/11 ceremony at Patriot Gardens. The ceremony at Patriot Gardens begins at 6:30 on Thursday. We also have the laying of the wreaths for the two towers. A wreath will be laid at Memorial Park at 8:46. You want to get there about 8:30. And at Fort Montgomery at 9:03. I would say 10 of. Not much will be going on prior. We'll be laying the wreath. There'll be a moment of silence, and then we will move on. But I would ask everyone that's able, this is the first year we're having a single ceremony. We're asking everyone to join us down at Patriot Gardens. There will be bus transportation at 6 o'clock from Sacred Heart. So anyone who cannot drive down, there will be transportation from Sacred Heart at 6 o'clock, and obviously bringing you back. Also, this week, Sunday, September 14th, is the Homecoming Parade down Main Street. So we are asking, we're starting at Buffalo Soldiers and ending at Memorial Park.
No, Municipal Lot 2,
Municipal Lot 2, even better.
like last year.
Turning at Memorial Park, gotcha, my bad. They're ending at Municipal Lot 2. So we're encouraging all our community to come down and support the Raiders. And that is Sunday, September 14th. It'll begin at 4 p.m.
5 p.m. Lining up is 4 p.m.
Stage is 4, the parade's at 5, excuse me. That's why Mary Jane's here, and that's why she keeps it straight. Thank you, Mary Jane.
Thank you.
5 o'clock on Sunday, Homecoming Parade, between Thayer Gate and Lot 2. We have a correspondence from Section 8. They are doing their 5-year review. And we need to set a public hearing to move on this, on their 5-year review. Now it's November, not October?
We have to have the 45-day notice,
Okay. So we'll be doing that in new business. Setting the public hearing for November 3rd at 7 p.m. in Village Hall. Discussion. We did receive a letter about a handicap spot on Liberty. Sarge,
Yes, sir.
if you could, the reason it's not on discussion and not under new business to move on tonight is we believe there's 2 spots already on Liberty.
Correct.
Are both actively being used?
Yes, they are.
We know that.
Yes.
I thought one wasn't, so I was gonna actually move it. To have 3 on a small street is kind of a lot. Are they all right next to each other?
The 2 right in a row. I don't know where the
The
third
2 that are
one
already
is.
there?
Yeah.
This one will be 9, Liberty.
I think it's 8 that they're at. I'm sorry, 7.
So we'll be right next door.
Yeah.
This one is in bad shape?
I mean, everybody knows that if you get that handicap parking, it's for anybody handicapped.
Right, but if the other, that's why I'm saying.
Right.
You know, if the other 2 are, if they sit there all day, then she'll never get a spot anyway. And if there are 3 legitimate needs, I can see it, but that's, takes away a lot of parking from the rest of the residents on the block. All right. Well, we can move on this tonight then. I was gonna have you look into the fact of whether they were active or not, but if you know for a fact they're,
The
not that,
last-
I mean, they're there.
Right, they're
What I'm
there. I
saying
know
is-
there are people in them on and off. I mean, do I know, time frames? I do not know.
Okay,
But
then
I
I'm
know
not
there's
gonna, you know what I'm not gonna
regularly
do? We're gonna move on this next meeting, because what I'm gonna ask you to do is, I need to know if the person that requested it, because it may be used by this person, but she wants it moved down.
No, she don't have one period.
That's what I'm saying is, the person that requests the spot, are they still there? Or is it just being used by someone else in a handicap spot?
I will try to track it.
Because if the person that requested is no longer there, then I can move that spot in front of her house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
If the person is still there that requests the spot, I want it to remain. Okay?
I will
And then
get
we'll move
back
on
to
this next meeting, is that okay?
As long as.
Either or, we have to move on it. If they're both being active, I mean, to me, we'll put 3 spots. You do what you have to do. If that's a high, a high traffic area for handicapped people, then that's what it is. But if that's the thing, if someone's just utilizing it and moving down, then I'd rather just, the person who requested it be the one that's using the spot.
If you can contact her and speak to her, she can give you more information.
Yes, I will, I'm in tomorrow, so I'll contact them. I'll go up and take a look and speak to the people who I believe are using them. And make sure that they're still both, both spots are being actively used each day.
Yeah, it may be that a high percentage of that street has handicap licenses and
Right,
all the spots may be necessary.
which I think is the case.
Then you can see her situation while she be
Right.
New business. I need a motion to set a public hearing for November 3rd, 7 PM, Village Hall.
So you,
Do you have a second?
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting, August 18th, 2014.
We have one.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I have a request for training for the clerk's office, Margaret and Anna, to attend the 2014 night shift regional meeting in Suffolk, Wednesday, October 15th, from 9:30 to 3, with mileage reimbursement, no cost for the meeting. Do I have a motion?
so you,
Mr.
Second.
Brown, Trustee Murphy, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I have a request for an event for the O'Neill Homecoming Parade, Sunday, September 14th, 4 to 6, Buffalo Soldiers Field, Memorial Park, to Municipal Lot 2.
So, or second.
All those in favor? Questions?
Aye.
Again, opposed? So moved. I have a motion for a sausage sale fundraiser, St. John's AME Zion Church, Municipal Lot 2, Saturday, December 6th, 10 to 6 p.m. Do I have a motion?
I can abstain from that, but I should.
You can't, actually, you cannot abstain from that.
But I have to.
You have to vote or we will not be able to pass it.
Yeah.
I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Questions? There was some questions brought up because of the whole food sale thing, but this is a fundraiser for a church. It's not, there's been vendors down there in the past, or vendors that have asked to utilize the municipal lot. The one thing that was brought up was it is a football Sunday, so. Saturday, it's football Saturday, excuse me. And we just have to make sure that, we have to talk to them about how much area they're gonna utilize.
I don't need to be here.
Okay, I'm all for approving it, I just wanna make sure,
Yes,
I think it's a great time, it's football Saturday, hopefully they'll do very well. I just wanna make sure that we still have area for our people that might be working on West Point, that are parking the municipal lot and moving over. And that's something I wanna talk about also later. Okay, all those in favor?
Oh, and the insurance is here, right?
They have insurance, yes.
Okay.
Opposed? So moved. I have a request, I need a motion for softball tournament, Town of Recreation sponsored fundraiser for the Lowry family, Saturday, September 27th, 8 to 6. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Trustee Murphy,
Second.
Trustee Brown, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I have a request, I have a request for bills and claims for the year 14-15, the amount of $98,904.49. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. I have a motion for a request for training for the Police Department dispatcher board, Detective Kuhn, for September 15th to the 17th, Saturday, Oak Springs, at a cost of $324. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Do I have a motion? That's, okay, Mr. Brown's motion. Do I have a second?
I'll have a second, or a second.
Questions?
just that all actual and necessary expenses are not to exceed $324. And I would also, I would prefer to see, training rotated, so more members of the police department get the first-hand training, because, you know, it would help us if we only have one individual in the police department who is the trainer, and if they were to leave, we'd be up a creek.
That, I'm pretty positive it was you that brought it up last year, the
Oh.
exact same thing. And we asked that this year that happened, that there be a rotation. This was brought to us, 11th hour, unfortunately. But I am going to not approve it unless they pick other people. We need to rotate the trainings. Because a perfect example is, and I brought it up, the situation with the cameras. There's only so, right now, we only have so many that are authorized to back up the cameras to check them. If they're not on duty, we have to wait 3 days until we find out who did it, and then what? So everyone will be trained on the cameras. There should be several managerial personnel in police and dispatch, not just one, but at least two in each that are trained in this, so that if someone's out, we have people out for months on different issues. Someone hurts themselves, in fact, this person was out for a very long period of time. What happened with the system while he was gone? If Gina was here, great. If she's off, then we're bummed. She's on vacation, out for 2 weeks. Now we do no business for 2 weeks? No. We have to have multiple people trained. It's a fact. So I have no problem approving the request. They need to find somebody else to go for dispatch and somebody else to go for the police department. And I will leave that up to the chief.
Can I word that for you?
Yes, you can.
To be upon the mayor's approval of the employees as referred by the police chief,
Yes.
if that's how you want to approve it?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, that's the only way I would approve this, is that I agree with you. But the problem is now we wait next year, and we'll get the request in next year, and it'll be the same thing. So we've got to start now. They've got to rotate training so that we have more people that are properly trained, that we're paying for it, so.
It may be more difficult for dispatch to come up with a second person, but I'll leave that up to you and the police chief.
Okay. Mr. Brown?
So what you saying, you want rotation, police department?
We want more people trained in these areas so that if somebody's out, the job can still be performed.
I agree,
That's the only basis for it.
I agree.
Okay, so you're okay with how Gina worded it?
Yes,
Okay. All's in favor?
I-
Opposed? So move. I actually would like to move on the handicap spot tonight. Since we did because Gina's on a roll, since she worded that one so well.
You
I would
actually
like-
have the,
What's that?
you have the resolution.
Okay. Can we do that? Do we have to wait? Because I don't want to wait another 2 weeks and then have to do it again.
You can,
If we can do it pending the fact that we have if we approve it, you know what? I think we should just approve it and then we can just deal with it afterwards. I don't want her to have to wait.
if, you can approve this, and if you find the other two are not needed, you just do another resolution to
Okay,
Eliminate one of the
eliminate.
others.
perfect.
Good.
I hate to see them have to wait another 2 weeks.
Okay. Would you-
I just need to find it.
Like a motion that's right in front of me. Do they have written notes? How much to that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Whereas the Board of Trustees is authorized and empowered to make or amend by resolution any rule or regulation for the reasonable control of traffic on the public streets of the village pursuant to section 108-3 of the Code of the Village of Highland Falls. Now therefore, it is resolved by the Board of Trustees as follows, that this is a type 2 action under seeker, that section 108-71 handicap parking be amended to include the following: Liberty Street West, beginning at a point 120 feet north of the northwest corner of Schneider Avenue, continuing for a distance of 20 feet. Be it further resolved that the foregoing amendment as contained in this resolution shall come effective immediately upon publication of the same in the official newspaper of the village. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second, roll call?
Roll call, trustee Brown,
Aye.
trustee Murphy,
Aye.
Mayor Flynn.
Aye. Public comment? Thank you so much. At this time, I'd ask for a motion to move into executive session.
Oh, could I just make one quick
Oh, you know what?
comment?
Board comment.
I unfortunately missed the grand opening of a new cafe on Main Street, but today I stopped in and I've gotta say, the Country Girl Cafe right next door has the best homemade brownies I've ever tasted in my life. If the rest of her cooking is as good as that, it's a real nice addition to the community.
Along with that, the streetscape is very improved. I love what they did with the outside, and I would like to encourage some of our other businesses on Main Street to follow suit. I noticed across the way, the Masons are doing their door. There's 2 or 3 others that are making painting improvements and improvements. Please, it makes a big difference, it does. It's more inviting, and not just to the guests, but to the residents in the community. So I would ask, whatever can be done by the businesses, please do so. And I want to thank the Country Girl Cafe for doing a great job.
Along that same line, I understand that there's an open house this weekend across the street.
The center is having an open house on September 6th, Saturday, from 11 to 1. And they have a lot of different programs going on. This is a community-based group, and if you are questioning what all is going on in the community, you need to come check out the center, see if you can give a hand, see if you need a hand, see what the center can provide. Any other comment? Mr. Brown?
Like I said, I like the way she fixed the place up, and it looks good.
You can get some of the Browns.
There you are. As long as all the fats out of it.
At this time, I'd ask for a motion for executive session.
So moved.
Mr. Brown? All's in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much for coming. Have a great night.
That's gotta be a